Coming to you live with the juiciest and hottest news about World of Tanks today. Ladies and gentlemen, I have many different topics to talk about over here. For example, this Coccodrillo, upcoming tier 10 Italian support medium tank with very interesting reload mechanics. More about that in a moment. But before, let me just talk about this Project Babylon event, what Wargaming revealed a couple days ago in their monthly rundown, where they also, let's go back for a second, where they also showcased this over here, a tier 8 Stitch. So previous years we have had a chance to get, a bunch of other rewards, as you can see from the reward tree over here, and also a tier 8 premium tank for free. And, it is not guaranteed that it is also going to be free this year, but previous years it has been. So by the looks of it, if you complete all the stages, even the final stage over here, you should be able to get this tank for free. Once again, not guaranteed. Don't quote me on that. Previous years, it simply has worked like that. And if you look at the tank, it seems to be the GSE, guys. What they have actually revealed details about many months ago. The Supertest stats and specs. I don't know if they have tuned anything on this vehicle as well, but back then, this tank actually had very good gun stabilization, like God tier on dispersion on the move, on turret rotation, on hull rotation, stuff like that, and also 13 degrees of gun depression. Not the most armored, but very flexible tank to play with. So, maybe something awesome. Also, what they revealed in the what monthly was, of course, the upcoming update map changes, the update 2.0.1. I've already made a video about that. Go check it out. And the changes on all those 4 maps are very big, especially on Erlenberg, Fjords, and the Overlord map. The highway, the open area gets tuned a lot. The city stays the same, but the open area gets tuned a lot as well. So basically transforming them into kind of a new map even, especially the Erlenberg and Fjords. So looking forward to this as well. Also, they talked about the Battle Pass, which started today. More about that in a second. Kurlsund Panzer is coming back with a new vehicle, a new commander, as far as I understood. Onslaught Legend Series tournament started. The Babylon event, Day of the Dead, is also coming from October 31st to November 3rd. Czech Independence Day and other things. So, let's move on. Where is this one? Right over here as a background. Let's move on. And now let's talk about the Coccodrillo, guys. Coccodrillo, tier 10 support Italian medium tank. And as I mentioned, this has 2 different variants, what Wargaming is testing right now. So the first version is this one up over here. 470 alpha, so this is a medium tank, keep in mind. It has auto reloading gun, 263 penetration, 320 with premium heat. It has APCR and heat and HE63. Good, decent, let's say, APCR velocity, kind of low heat and even lower HE velocity. But the reload time is the weird over here. As I mentioned, this is auto reloader, guys. And the reload time is 13 seconds. All across the board, which means all the shells load exactly the same time, 13 seconds. Intra-clip reload, however, is also very long, 6 seconds. So what Wargaming is saying about this type of gun, by the way, tell me what you think about how this tank looks like. But what Wargaming is saying about this is that this version of the auto reloader features the same reload time for each shell, but a rather long delay between shots. This lets you deliver 3 shots with high DPM, similar to the Minotauro. At the same time, you can use any of the 3 shells for cyclic-like shooting. The DPM will stay the same, unlike with other Italian auto reloaders. And just like the Progetto 65, you don't have to wait for the full magazine reload. So you have 3 shells in the magazine. Every single shell takes 13 seconds to reload, but you can already shoot if you have 1 shell in. If you have a chance to load 2 and then shoot with 6 seconds between them, then you can do that. Auto reloader, but 13 seconds flat reload, which is, kind of easy to use, let's say. Aiming time 2.5, 0.37 dispersion, 8 degrees concentration, 20 elevation, 60 shells in total as well. Mobility, nothing to brag about for a medium tank. It's more like, you know, faster heavy tank mobility, but 50 top speed, 18 backburst, 17.3 power to weight ratio. This is kind of low-ish, 45, 35 hull and turret traverse speeds over here. It has 1,900 hit points, 110 hull and turret armor. But you can see the slope of this, guys. It will deflect quite some shots for sure right over here. Especially when using 8 degrees of compression as well. On the top of that, 190 hit points, 15.28 camo, 11.46 moving camo, view range 400 meters, very comfortable, don't need any coated optics. It has 4 crew members, commander, gunner, driver, and loader, so quite a comfortable vehicle, I would say. So yeah, so what do you think about this, guys? What do you think about? And also, they said the second variant, we do not have any pictures for the second variant, but they said the second variant of this tank has identical stats in every aspect, except for the auto reloader specific of use. Here, it features an improved auto reloading mechanic like Italian heavy tanks with some tweaks. This system gives you significant boost to reload time for the next shell if you fire at the right moment. So like on Rinoceronte, for example, you know, if you have one shell loaded, for example, already you're loading the second shell, then you have the timer when you have to click at the end of the shot to get the reload compensation, basically. So it's a little bit trickier mechanic to use, you know, just like Italian heavy tanks. So what would you prefer? This one, which is very straightforward and simple, or the Italian heavy tank type of a reload, auto reloading system, because it has 2 variants, as they said officially. Those details about this vehicle were released officially today, actually. Now, next up, guys, today, the Battle Bash, the special Battle Bash chapter, the Wolfenstein chapter started. This one right over here. To start grinding towards it, at first you have to select it, guys. You know, once again, I have to remind you that. I have not made a video about the E65 Zwilling yet, but I can tell you that it is quite a solid. People have asked what I think about that. I have to say, you know, be honest over here, it's quite a solid, quite good tier 8 premium. Heavy tank, double gun, double barrel, decent armoring over here. So yeah, it is quite a solid one, and it is definitely worth to purchase it for like 3,500 gold. You know, if you grind out every single stage, it has 40 stages. You have 10 days until October 13th. You have time until October 13th to complete 40 stages, and then you have to purchase the improved pass, which is 3,500 gold. And if I compare what 3,500 gold usually gets you, then it is definitely worth it to get a good tier 8 premium tank for that price, plus the other improved rewards, which are kinda meh. I gotta be honest, like the improved rewards over here otherwise are kinda meh. The vehicle is the only valuable thing over here. You get the camo as well, but you know, how many camos do you really need, right? But for 3.5k gold, I would say it's a banger for that price at least. And yeah, the other good thing is after quite some time, after quite a long time, there is one crew member over here, the Wilhelmstrasse. We are getting commanders, special crew members, commanders with 0 perks. You know, they have been very stingy with the 0 perks before, so those are all from the free free progression tree. And also you get the Blazkowicz as well with 0 perk after you complete 40 stages. If this is something you're interested, just grab the free stuff over here and run away if you don't want to spend any money on it. Also, let's talk about the trade-in, which started today as well. This is the trade-in feature where you're able to send back your old vehicle, which has been collecting dust in your garage, and grab a new one with a discount. For example, Alpine Tiger. You know, if you don't like that, you can trade that in. You get half the gold value for your Alpine Tiger, and that will be a discount for your new vehicle which you are going to pick. In this case, as an example, ELC even 90. So I trade in my Alpine Tiger, and this is, by the way, the only way to get some gold value back for your premium tank. And then you have to pay only 1000 gold to get ELC even 90. Right. But of course, you know, this is just for you to get something back for your vehicle. What you're not using, you still have to pay more. You know, you have to keep that in mind, of course. And if you have been watching the streams, you have been collecting the tokens, for example, you know, there is the trick with D34 as well, of course. If you are following the Twitch streams, where is it? Depot? Right, yeah, Depot, sorry, I went to the store. Depot, Homefront Supplies tokens, you know, if you have collected 80 tokens, picking up the D34 and then using that in the trade-in. Where is D34? Can I simply type it over here somewhere? No, I cannot. So heavy tanks, D34 up over here. I want to trade that in. You would get 4,650 discount on your vehicle, what you want to get from the trade-in. So, you know, once again, the reminder that trade-in is back in action. And sometimes people are asking what to do with their premium tanks that they have not used for years. Maybe just trade them in. But keep in mind, it's not free, it is not charity. It is a way for you to spend even more gold over here, right? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about all of this, about the Project Babylon, premium tank coming over there, hopefully for free, about the Coccodrillo, about the Battle Pass. Are you going for it? Are you grinding it? Are you fully unlocking it? What are your thoughts? Hit me up in the comment section. Hit the like if you enjoyed it. Hit the dislike if you didn't. Comment down below, and I will catch you next time with something else. Stay awesome, stay beautiful, take care, and bye.